And on Spotlight today is Grammy-nominated American singer with South African roots, Somi. She tries to fill the big shoes of Mama Africa Mariam Makeba with her new album, Call to Arms.
There may be no bigger shoes to fill on a South African stage than those of the late singer and anti-apartheid icon Mariam Makeba. But jazz artist Somi brought the house down at a concert in Pretoria with her new twist on Makeba's greatest hits. Makeba's story, the girl from a black township who rose to global fame with songs like Pata Pata and Malaika and spent 3 decades in exile for fighting white minority rule, is as much of an inspiration as her music.
The album is my attempt to honor the great Mariam Makeba. Zenzile was her first name, her given name, which means you have done it to yourself. So really it's a meditation on the agency she had in her life and the agency she inspired in so many of us. It's also deeply personal to me as a singer, as a vocalist, as an African woman. The space making she did on our behalf as Africans and as African artists, as the first African artist to show up on the global cultural stage. We are all indebted to her. So this is really a love letter to Mama Mariam.
Born in the U.S. state of Illinois to immigrant parents from Rwanda and Uganda, composer and vocalist Somi has paid tribute to Makeba, who died in 2008 with a new album entitled Zenzile, the reimagination of Mariam Makeba.
Talk about reimagination, because I'm interested in what would it be if Mariam Makeba was here right now. What would her music mean to us right now? And I think what it means to us, especially in these times, in the United States when we're going through, the George Floyd protests, the Black Lives Matter, and all of these things, her voice still, you can put on a record and still feel called to arms, if you will, right? You can still feel the importance of her voice, because those issues are still so prevalent right now.
Zenzile was Makeba's first name. The album, which melds new versions of material by Makeba with original compositions by Somi, was released on March 4th, which would have been Makeba's 90th birthday.
She really reinvigorated songs that we already know and love and gave them a different twist, a different feel. Yeah, that's what I enjoyed, and her voice is absolutely fantastic. And her friends, who are legends in South Africa already, is like so amazing to see so many talented people on stage, on one stage.
For Somi, Mariam Makeba's struggle resonates with racial and social justice battles being fought today, such as the Black Lives Matter movement in the United States and other countries, and the 2020 EndSARS protests that shook Nigeria.
The music, the pianist, the guitarist, the bassist, the drummer, the backup singer, everybody brought their A+++ game, and it was amazing. I loved it. I loved all of it.
Somi, who in 2021 became the first woman of African descent to receive a Grammy nomination in the jazz category for the album Holy Room live at Alte Oper, said she felt Makeba had blazed a trail for younger generations.
People are starting to pay more attention to African music, but I think it starts with like quote unquote pop music, right? So, which we all love, the kind of like when you think about what's happening in Nigeria and even now across the continent here in South Africa with Amapiano and everything else, there's a real kind of crossover that seems to be happening, and you're starting to see more of us having those access to those stages and those platforms and those awards, you know. But I think there's obviously more to do. But again, at the end of the day, we're all indebted to Mama Mariam. She was the first, and I think it's amazing. I think I would like to believe that she would be delighted to see how much more of the continent is being seen and heard now, and think about and would be delighted just to know that we're actually having a seat at the table these days in a new way. So I'm grateful to be a part of that in whatever small way, and grateful to share the stage and the opportunities I have with other artists on the continent.
Somi launched the album at the Apollo Theater in New York before heading to Makeba's homeland for a live performance that enthralled a South African audience.